Hello guys, in this video I want to share my advices on basically how to be healthy, because there are a lot of people who have many health issues. I don't know, for example, their back hurts or their knee hurts, and they always go to the doctor and they kind of try to fix it with some injections or other surgeries, but they still kind of feel like they are unhealthy, and that their health is actually going down and downward as a downward spiral, and it's getting worse and worse for them. They feel like there is no way actually to get away from this, and they basically have been misled to kind of believe in certain things, and I want to kind of bust those myths here. And I have this is a free advice for you guys out here who are seeking health but are kind of misled and use excuses to actually hide those health truth. So what I found out is that reps doing pull-ups, push-ups and squats, these basic elemental exercises that basically target a lot of muscles in your body and are basically all that you need, okay, except that if you do all these exercises, your calf muscles might be weak. It depends on your genetics too, but if your calf muscles don't grow from squats, then you can also interpret some running from time to time or jump rope, and that's it. You are basically good to go with your whole health, because these exercises, push-ups, pull-ups and squats, they train both the cardiovascular endurance and muscle mass, okay? They kind of train the muscles to some degree that's healthy. You don't need huge muscles like people in the gym. They're trying to get like really huge muscles. That's not for the health itself anymore, okay? But health basically is compounded from you have to be basically have to have your muscles stretched and your tendons stretched, but also you have to have your muscles kind of strong, at least a bit, so they can support some other tendons that might hurt. So lots of people have a back pain, not because they are not flexible. They might stretch every day and they still get that back pain, and that's because they have weak abdominal muscles, so they don't do push-ups, okay, and they have those muscles weak. So this is my advice, basically, to do push-ups, pull-ups and squats every day. Try to do 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups and 200 squats every day for 30 days and see what happens. Your health will dramatically increase. And it's not just because of these exercises. You have to believe in those exercises that they will make you healthier, of course. The power of belief is a great power and changes many things. But you also, once you do this, you will start to realize like, oh, I can make this healthier and this healthier. And you are actually going to get that motivation to start eating healthier, which is another aspect of healthy lifestyle, right? You need to eat healthier, but many people, they start firstly with their diets, okay, and that's the bad approach. They start with their diet, but they get bored, or like there is not that motivation anymore, and that's because they don't do those 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups and 20 squats every day. When you do that, you will basically have the reason to eat healthier. When you move, you will have the reason to eat healthy. If you don't, you will just not have that reason. Even though you want to be healthy, you will not have that reason. So firstly, you have to train. That's the first step, really, guys. Understand this. Many people don't understand it and they are still stuck. Okay, another problem is that they trying to go on these crazy diets. They are going like crazily healthy. They only eat salads and stuff. And while that's healthy temporarily, like you get a lot of health benefits from it. It's too much, it's an extreme kind of health, and we want to be consistent. We want to be consistently healthy, right, throughout our lifetimes, and you ain't gonna get that from this. So don't just eat salad, eat what your body demands, but really the fundamental blocks that really build the health is that movement itself. So try to do those 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and 200 squats every day. And for the first time, it might be really hard for you. Your muscles will hurt, and your nervous system is going to be kind of really tired. Then, like, you will see, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need some rest days. No, don't do rest days. Do half days or quarter days. Like, do 25 push-ups or at least 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, and 10 squats or something like that, to really move still, to get in that habit. Okay, if you want to be healthy, you have to have healthy habits. Okay, so that's every day some habits that will give you consistency, and then you will start to realize that when you train, you will not only just want to eat healthier, you will see that the muscles also need stretching. You will now have also motivation to stretch, so you'll interpret some daily stretching routines, and now you've got all the health picture. Okay, the diet, the stretching, and the exercise. That's it, basically. That's how health works. Many doctors will tell you that. And do deep squats. Okay, always do those exercises deep, and that's what I want to say here, is that doctors will tell you deep squats are unhealthy for you because physical stress is unhealthy for the knees. It damages the knees, and that's a half truth again. Like, these corporations, they use a lot of half truths to kind of cover the whole truth. Some physical stress is unhealthy for our bodies, but not the one that our body can do. Deep squats are basically for the body can do them. What is the physical stress that really is unhealthy for the knees? Walking in shoes, for example. That's a physical stress that our bodies are not accustomed to and will never be almost forever, and so the knees are getting damaged from this. Or, for example, being in some weird knee positions, and also like lifting weights, a ton of weights with it. That's also unhealthy, right? But a deep squat, no, that's not. And if it feels unhealthy for you, deep squats or squats in general, that means that your knees are unhealthy, and you actually need to practice those deep squats as much as you can, so you can actually get your knees healthy. It's not an excuse to actually stop doing squats and just getting your knees worse and worse, because many people, they avoid these unhealthy physical stress, they call it, but it's actually healthy for them, these squats, right? They actually avoid it, and their knees don't get really better, they get actually worse and worse. And they always tell it like it's from the physical stress, that they never do actually. Okay, they are resting all the time and stuff. No, it's from the shoes, right? So yeah, remember this. So that's basically it. That's you need to kind of like every goals requires some kind of actions that will actually motivate you to do the goal. And for this is the reps. Okay, 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 200 squats every day, and so then it will motivate you to do other stuff. That's how momentum works. Okay, yeah, because you will have reason to actually eat healthy, because you want to provide your body with nutrients for that training. But if you don't train and your body still feels like shit and it's not stretched and all that, why would a body want a salad or something healthy instead of a chocolate bar or something, right? It just doesn't make sense. So and you might trying to make a lot of excuses that it's unhealthy to work out like this, that we need rest days and stuff, and just try it out for 30 days and you'll see, man. And And yeah, because lots of squats are really good for the knees, which many people will laugh at this, but it really is true, because that's the ointment for the knees. Okay, squats, a lot of squats, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So if you don't use no knees, why should your knees provide ointment and kind of like so they can be movable, right, and not hurt after each kind of rep. So like lots of reps is really healthy for joints too, which the people who go to gym, they don't train joints that much. They train only muscles. They don't train cardiovascular endurance, nervous system endurance, and basically joint endurance and muscle endurance and joint stretching. They don't train that. So that's what a lot of reps does too. It trains those joints so they don't hurt anymore. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys in this video. Try to do this, and if you feel unhealthy and stuff, try to do this. Yeah, I can guarantee you'll feel better. You might feel overtrained for a bit, then kinda try to find your level, maybe 20 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, okay, 20 squats, but stay consistent, okay? Every day do this, and you will see that you want to improve and do actually more from time to time, and you will actually want to increase those reps. But really, you have to just show up every day. That's the hard part. Okay, like I've seen in some cartoon movie, like it gets easier. Basically, every day it gets easier, but you need to do it every day. That's the hard part. Okay, so I'll see you guys around, and bye.